Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Adinda Zahra Zikra, and this is my project presentation. Today, I'm going to talk about language and structure, focusing on two interesting topics: word formation and proverbs. Uh, Before I start this project, I want to explain first. Language is not just word to talk, it's how we build meaning, express ideas, and share culture. So, word formation, we can see how English keeps evolving by creating new words. And through proverbs, we can understand the lessons and values that have been passed down for generations. So, in this presentation, I will first explain how word formation works, and then we'll move on to proverbs and their meanings in daily life. Verbs, language, and structure. Introduction. Language structure is about how words are formed and connected to express meaning. Understanding it helps us see why English keeps growing and changing. In this presentation, we'll discuss the key parts: word formation, how new words are made, and proverbs, how traditional sayings express life lessons. Next, what is word formation? Word formation is the process of creating new words or changing existing one to form new meanings. It's one of the main reasons English has such a large and flexible vocabulary. This process helps people describe new ideas, inventions, and social change. Next, major types of word formation. English uses many methods to form new words. Some of the main ones are: 1. Derivation, 2. Compounding, 3. Conversion, 4. Clipping, 5. Blending, 6. Borrowing, 7. Coinage, and the last, acronyms. Each of these adds creativity and variety to the language. Next, derivation. Derivation adds prefix or suffix to change a word's meaning or part of speech. It's one of the most common process in English. For examples, happy to happiness, teach to teacher, unkind to unkind. This process helps speakers from adjective, nouns, or verb easily. Next, compounding. Compounding combines two or more words to create a new one. The meaning of the new word often depends on both parts. For examples, tooth plus brush sama dengan toothbrush, sun plus flower sama dengan sunflower, and last, note plus book sama dengan notebook. It's a quick and simple way to create new vocabulary for everyday things. Next, conversion. Conversions happens when a word changes its grammatical function without changing its form. For example, to email, an email, to text, a text, to run, a run. This shows how flexible English is because one form can play multiple roles. Next, clipping and blending. Clipping shortens a longer word without changing its meaning. For example, advertisement at gymnasium gym. Blending merges parts of two words to form a new one. Breakfast plus lunch sama dengan brunch. and smoke and fog sama dengan smoke. These are common in casual or modern English. Next, borrowing and coinage. Borrowing happens when English takes word from other language. Piano, Italian, cafe, French. Coinage is when new words are invented, often from brand names or discoveries. For example, Google, Xerox, and Glass Clinics. Both processes show how open English is to other cultures and new concepts. Next, acronyms and abbreviations. Acronyms are from using the first letters of words, making them easy to remember. For example, NASA, aka National Aeronautics and Space Administration, to ASAP, aka as soon as possible, and the last LOL, aka loud out loud. They reflect how modern communication values speed and simplicity. Next, why word formation matters? Word formation matters because it keeps English dynamic and up to date. It helps people describe new information, express emotion, and communicate efficiently. Without word formation, English will struggle to adapt to a fast-changing world. Next, transition to proverbs. While word formation focus on how we create words, proverbs focus on how we use them to share wisdom and express cultural values. Both reveal the creativity and richness of English. Next, what are proverbs? Proverbs are short, traditional sayings that carry deep meaning or advice. They've been passed down for generations and reflects how people think about life. For example, action speaks louder than words. It means what you do is more important than what you say. Next, function of proverbs. Fungsi proverb di sini serve many purpose in communication. Teach moral lessons, reflects cultural values over life advice, create a sense of shared wisdom. They help people connect through family truths. Next, common English proverbs and meanings. 1. A stitch in time saves 9. Fix problems early before they get worse. 2. Don't judge book by its cover. 2. Appearances can be misleading. And 3. Practice makes perfect. 2. Repetition help you improve. These sayings are short but meaningful reminders for everyday life. Next, the structure of proverbs. Proverbs often use creative language device, figurative language like metaphors, rhythm or rhyme to make them memorable, and 3. Parallelism for balance and emphasis. For example, easy come, easy go. It's catchy and easy to remember. Next, proverbs in modern contexts. Even in modern times, proverbs are still used in social media, advertising, and everyday speech. They make messages sound wiser, funnier, or more persuasive. For example, a saying, better late than never, yang artinya lebih baik telat, terlambat daripada tidak sama sekali still carries timeless meaning. Next, and the last conclusion, word formation shows how English grows and changes. while proverbs show how it carries wisdom and culture. Together, they reveal how flexible, expressive, and meaningful the English language truly is. And this presentation referenced by this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pak Budi. Nah, ini udah yang kedua gimana, Pak? Belum, Pak, yang kedua.
Yang kedua, oke. Lobet nggak nih? Tinggal 13 persen.
Tadi stop share. Bukan, Pak.
Ini yang kedua.
Iya, iya.
Ini yang kedua.
Eh, iya, iya, ini dua, no.
Ini yang kedua nih.
Mm-mm. Ini lanjut, Pak.
Dino masih ituan kan?
Iya.
Record,
Iya,
record.
terus pencet apa tadi? Kan kata Bapak stop share dulu.
Udah. Dan yang kedua nih.
Langsung lanjut aja.
Hmm.
Iya.
Hmm. Nah,
Eh, kok ini agak lembut ya, Pak? Next. Tipe ini ngilangnya gimana, Pak? Hilangin ininya. Oh, udah. Udah langsung. And next, project 2 about case study and analyze English expressions. Next, introductions. English expressions help convey meaning by literal words. Mastering expressions improve fluency, comprehensions, and cultural understanding. This presentation covers idioms, binomials, expressions, similes, plus general vocabulary building tips. Next, objectives. Jadi di sini objek yang di sini dan understand different types of expressions, idioms, binomials, and similes, analyze their usage in real-life context, show how expressions enhance tone, clarity, and style, and the last, learn strategies for vocabulary building and usage. Next, vocabulary building overview. Expanding vocabulary is key to effective communication, strategies reading, listening, speaking, and reading, benefit natural speech, better comprehension, stronger cultural awareness, and the last includes learning expressions, idioms, collocations, and phrasal verbs. Next, definition of English expressions. Expressions, phrase of word groups conveying specific ideas or feelings. Types, idioms, binomials, collocations, similes, and phrasal verbs. For example, break the ice, start a conversation, take your time, as relax and not rush. Next, Classification of expressions. Type, example, meaning, situation. Type yang pertama ada idioms, for example, spill the beans, for meaning, reveal a secret, for situation, casual, or workplace. Type yang kedua, any binomial expressions, for example, give and take, for meaning, mutual compromise, for situation, is conversation. Yang ketiga ada similes. For example, as brave as lion, for meaning very brave, for situation is storytelling or reaching. And next, any personal verbs, for example, look up to, for meaning admire, for situation neutral. And the last, any collocations, for example, strong coffee, for meaning tomorrow prayer, and for situation is daily life. Next, importance of expressions in vocabulary building. Improves fluence and comprehensions, makes speech natural and engaging, builds cultural and social understanding, helps express emotions, attitudes, and humor effectively. Next, case study 1, idioms in workplace communication. Skenario-nya, manager and employee discuss project process. Idiom use is break the ice, aka start meeting, and any hit the ground running, to start immediately and energetically. Analyze, polite professional tone, indirect respectful communication, and less facilitates teamwork and motivation. Next, case study 2, any binomial expressions in daily conversations. Scenario, friends planning weekend activities. Expression use, any back and forth to repeated discussion, and any give and take to compromise. And analysis, rhythmic and memorable, and show fluent and natural conversation. Next, any case study 2, 3, sorry. Any similes in storytelling. Scenario, student describing a character in a story. Similes use as like as a folk to cunning character, and any busy like a bee, aka hardworking. Analyze, creates vivid imagery, and connect emotionally with audience. Next, case study 4, mixed expressions in daily life. Scenario, social media caption in an informal speech. Expressions, idiom, example, spill the tea, for meaning gossip or share a secret. Binomial safe and sound, for meaning completely safe or unharmed. And the last, similar, as like as a feather, for meaning very like or carefree. And for analysis, shows playful casual tone and combines different expression types or styled and emphasis. This process reflects how English speakers use creativity to make language sound lively and personal. Next, any table, comparative table of expressions. Type idiom, binomial and similar. Expressions, idiom, any spill the tea, for meaning to share gossip or secrets. Context or example, come on, spill the tea about last night. Dan tone-nya itu playful or gossipy. In binomial and expresses and sound, for meaning completely safe and unharmed. For example, glad you got home safe and sound. For tone, warm or reassuring. And the last, simile, for expressions, Any as like as a feather for meaning and extremely light or carefree for context or example. Any after finishing exams, I felt as light as a feather for tone, poetic or vivid. Unless these expressions often appear in social media captions, memes, and friendly conversations. They make sentence sound natural, expressive, and relatable, helping speakers connect emotionally with their audience. Next, interpretations and tone. Interpretation idioms like spill the tea reflects modern slang and online culture. Binomials like safe and sound create warm, reassuring tone. Similes like a feather add imagery and vivid emotions. Overall tone, playful, expressive, friendly, perfect for informal communications such as chats, posts, or captions, and many more. Example caption. Kita ambil yang di spill the tea. Finally move into my new place. Books everywhere, but I'm safe and sound. Feelings as light as a feather. Next, linguistics and cultural insight. Key points, idioms evolve from cultural habits and internet trends. For example, spill the tea. And two, binomials are traditional English pair with fixed word order. For example, safe and sound by and large. And the last, similes are universal, found in both literal and daily speech. For example, as busy as bee. Using them together shows how language adapts to culture and context. Next, the last paragraph, conclusion and reflection summary. Mixed expression make English more vivid, emotional, and natural. Two idioms add cultural depth, binomials give rhythm and clarity, similes create imagery. They are essential for mastering natural communications, not just grammar. Reflection using idioms, similes, and binomials help learners sound more fluent and authentic. The way real people talk online or in casual situations. Practice adding on of this expression to your posts, chats, or caption each week. Seru ya ternyata. And the last paragraph. Any references or source sumber PPT saya ini dari slide berikut ini. And thank you. Thank you for listening, and I hope this presentation helps you see language in a more meaningful way. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.